All right, back again for some more games. I had a thought about changing the deck, and it's going to be an expensive one. So I am going to play Hamp instead of the Destructive Daruma, just so that it's a bit more kind of active. So let's see if we can do that. Um, but yeah, it's going to cost us 30 UR crafting points. But we'll do it. Let's go. Can't believe this card's a UR. It's such a like mid card for it being a UR. But I get a free pull out of the secret pack, so let's do that. We could still do with a third copy of Linkage, so let's try with our free pull and see if we can get our third copy of Linkage. Here we go. Nice balance between pack opening and gameplay, hopefully. Yeah, so we got nothing there, but we'll queue up for some more games. Just quickly going to check before we proceed that my green screen's okay. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Fantastic. All right. Oh, my green screen is catching on my chair. That's really funny. Huh? Whoa. All right. We'll probably have to edit that out. Yeah, we're good. We've got a little bit of an issue with the transparency here. It's just a little wrinkle in my green screen, I think. I think it should be all right. Let me just swivel it a touch. Yeah. It's a little bit better. There we go. All right, I think we are now good. Okay. Perhaps I'm just gonna slide myself across a touch as well. Yeah, all right. We'll go with that. Okay, so we made a Hamp, so we've changed the deck, and we put Hamp in, got rid of the Daruma, and we're just gonna roll with that and see if the searchable kaiju is useful for us. So that's the list we're going with at the moment. Let's queue up. Let's try and get through some games. Hopefully the deck list doesn't need to be absolutely perfect, but I think it's a really strong list. This person's got a lot of accolades. They're top 10,000 every time for like the 2022 season and 2023. So that's pretty big. I never bother playing stage 2, so I don't know where I size up there. But top 10,000 is pretty good, right? All right. Going first with this hand. Yeah, this is pretty busted, man. We have to cross out. We went to 2 Ash. I like that, actually. It's there when it's there, and then otherwise you have more cards kind of pushing your game plan. So we're getting ashed on this. Okay, we're going to cross that out. We need to get to playable here. So I'll cross that out. Cross out, declare Ash Blossom. I noticed they've put the card the opponent's activating to the front of the list, which is a bit interesting. Yep. Ash negated. Engage. We're gonna get. So we're gonna get thrust here, but I don't have a thrust target to set anymore, do I? Because I got rid of the Daruma. That's a little bit of an oversight, I think. I'm gonna take drones. Let's see. So we're up to 2 spells in grave. I will go thrust. Let's go drones. Clip on that. Huge. Special summon clip. Effect to synchro summon, presumably. Okay, so we're gonna go track maker. Mix is gonna pop our token. But this is great because this means our thrust is now live, so I'm happy with that. And let's just hope they don't hit anything major with the clip banish. Kagari. That's cool. We play 2, I believe. Yeah. That's good. So they're adding Q. So we have Widow to negate and take the Q. I'm going to thrust into engage, I think. We need playable. So they have Q in hand, but we have Widow to check that. I'm going to take the engage here. No. I'm going to add the engage. Res, nothing. So we know Q in hand. Mix pop has already been used. It's probably just Ray. So we'll take the Ray. Res, draw 1 card. To upstart. Yeah, we'll give them the life points. Let's draw again. Another Ray. Okay. Normal the Ray. Do I want to... I think we want to go via Hayate. Sorry, via Kagari. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'll Kag. Get the engage back. Could get Veiled on this. Bell. Okay. That's a little bit punishing. But we can still go Shizuku. And I'd like to Widow, negate and take, and then set the Super Poly. Yeah, so I'm going to go Shiz. Here's the Shizuku. I'm going to set the Widow. Set the Super Poly. And this looks winnable to me. So I still have the 0. And I still have linkage. So I'll attempt to go to end phase, holding priority in end phase. I'll activate Shizuku. I'm going to add the linkage. Yeah. And then I'm going to go linkage in end phase. Send the Shizuku to summon the 0. Then I'm going to 0 effect. Think on add here. Lemnis Gate is decent. Shark Cannon's okay. We've already got a set Widow. Probably go Lemnis. But then I'm not going to activate it. I'll just hold it. I'm just going to hold it. Yeah. Okay. So normal Q, we go Widow, negate, and take. And then when they try to make another play, we Super Poly. Yeah. Widow effect to negate and take. This is one of the strong interactions, which was a big reason why I wanted to play Sky Striker in this format, and why I may switch to playing it going forward. Overtake, okay. Yeah, that's fine. So reveal RS, summoning Rico. Res, I'm gonna go, so they're gonna add. Let's see what they add first. I'm assuming Rotary. But if not Rotary, then I can outplay with Super Polymerization. If they do add Rotary, I think I have to wait for the next thing they make to then drop the Super Polymerization. Yeah, okay. I think I have to wait here. This is a bit unfortunate, though. Yeah, okay. So we go track maker. This is double track maker, which is quite interesting. Adding the spell. Activate to pop. So I'm gonna have to go look at hand, add spell trap. I'm gonna have to go super poly here. I'm gonna pitch. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Honestly, I think they still had a play there, but fair enough. Because what they would get double add, so they'd have nothing on board, but they'd have JJKTS. So they could still, yeah, they could still summon a tune, attribute it with JJ. Oh, well, I'll just pop the JJ with the 0. So yeah, I think I had it. Because if they just have the KTS, yeah. Fantastic. Okay, that was nice. More games like that would be delightful. Okay, now potentially playing against a trap deck or our opponent bricked, but you love to see it. So I'm just going to hold the MST. I love this combination of upstart linkage. So I'm just going to start playing out all of the upstarts. And then if I get drawled at any point, I'm just going to go linkage for 0 and attempt the 0 OTK. Yeah, so our opponent's on lab. And so I think the correct thing to do here is to just let that resolve. Because many of the lab cards are when effects. The lab monsters. And so because we play so many quick effects, we can potentially outplay some of their when effect wordings. So here, this is a when effect. And we drew into vision. Okay. Big welcome. I think I'm going to go chain this to draw and discard. So that they can't chain the lady. So I cannot target this with card effects and it can't be destroyed by card effects, but I could hamp it. I'm getting debarriered. That's very good for me because I play link monsters. Oh, so I need to chain something to this. So I guess I'll just MST the other back row. Could also MST the... Yeah, why don't I MST my own vision? I think I'd rather just force that card out. Please tell me this doesn't protect them. It's DDV, oh my lord. Okay, so I'm gonna have to chain the linkage then. Chain linkage, chain drones. Do I chain drones? No, I'll leave the drones so that I can discard it for vision. So we'll go linkage. We will send the vision. And I'm gonna summon 0. Hope to be able to get a 0 OTK here. Don't think I'll use the 0 effect. But there goes all of my spell cards. 4 is MST to pop this. 3 is Debarrier Call Fusion, which does nothing. Vision to draw, and then we just discard our hand. You hate to see it. And then Big Welcome's going to summon and return to hand. And hopefully now we can just get the OTK. with the 0, so let me just read Erad. All spell cards they draw. So this is going to add linkage to hand. So I think instead, if we add linkage, we can go attack, activate linkage, go into Kagari, add back linkage, linkage again. No, I think it's the tag out is probably better. The tag out is probably better here. We could go engage. We have not been drawled. But engage will draw us cards and that will feed the Erad. Let's try going for the pop. Attempt to go battle phase. It's a little bit tricky sometimes to decide which 0 effect to use. That is a big learning point in the deck that I'm trying to get better at. So we're going to tag. Annoyingly, this loses to Bell and Ash, but the card's very good, so it's worth it. If I destroy the Rose, so that's another 3,000 damage. Yeah, I think I have to destroy the Rose. And then I'll go attack Ray. Waiting for the Sky Striker geniuses to tell me how I should be playing this. So I'm going to go Kagari, effect, add back the linkage. And then I might just do okay here. I'm going to add back the linkage. Erad's going to be very, very powerful here. Amatsu, perhaps? I think I'm going to play it safe, and I'm just going to go for the Shizuku. I could have gone Hayate, to be fair. Attack with that. Put my opponent to 1,000. Go main 2. I really need the second 0 here, to be fair. I'll go end phase, activate Shizuku. Now, what's quite good here is I believe I should take Shark Cannon. I should steal the Lady Lab here. And I think that is quite a winning play here. Oh, I need to hold on for priority. Okay. Make sure you toggle on because I should have been able to use the Shark Cannon there to summon back his Lady Lab. I hope that doesn't cost me the game. Yeah. This probably will cost me the game, actually. There's rollback. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That toggle might have cost me. But also, I think I didn't play great. And Erad's pretty rough for this deck as well. So... Okay. So we're setting back Stovey Torby and Welcome Lab. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Pitch simultaneous equation cannons to summon. Yeah. I think this probably does cost me the match. Little bit unfortunate. Mm-hmm. And then go welcome. That's big welcome. Yeah. Lovely. Return the Stovey Torby. Trigger, pop, and special summon or set. Okay, yeah. A little bit unfortunate. Thankfully, Shizuku is doing a really good job here of reducing their attack. But I think they will be able to make a Chaos Angel with these, which will out my board. And then I'm relying on just a Ray. Yeah, they're going to reset a trap here. Reset a big welcome. That was big, right? Yeah, big welcome. Chaos Angel, I think. I'll be quite fortunate to win this one. Mm-hmm. Muckracker. Okay. Effect to get back the lovely, I assume. The lady, sorry. That should be on my board if I held the priority properly in end phase. Yeah. Still nothing getting over the Shizuku. Okay, insane. Okay. We get a shot. I believe I can just attack the Muckracker now and win the game. Erad. Okay, welcome. This has to be something that can deal with the Shizuku just attacking the Muckracker, right? I guess. Uh-huh. They have no big welcomes engraved, correct? Oh, they do have one. But they can only activate one effect per turn. So if it can't out the Shizuku as Daruma, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I only have one way to win, so the Daruma's gonna clear the Shizuku. I'm gonna get back the Ray. Probably gonna go Ray for Kagari for. Yep, Daruma. Everything's flipped. These are sent. Yeah, I'm getting labyrinth comboed. It's still moderately winnable, but it's tough. Yeah. Flip everything down. The two links are sent to graveyard. New chain, I'll trigger Ray. Yeah, add back Ku. New chain? No? Why can't I trigger Ray? Must be some reason I can't. Leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect. Yeah, okay, so it's the game that makes Shiz leave the field, not a card effect. So yeah, we have nothing. Okay. Yeah, that Erad was really, really good. So I guess they just go flip, 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 flip. Ah, nice. Yep. Yeah, we should have stole that. No, well. We go next, and we will always toggle on before we go end phase. Yeah, 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 yeah. I get it. Let's go next. Hmm. Well, that game started out nice, but yeah, missing the shark cannon was bad. There was some other small like misplays. There might have been a way to get to OTK there if I sequenced differently with the zero. I think I probably need to play the second zero. Um, but it was a little bit unfortunate at the same time. I don't feel too bad about it. All right, we're going first. We got the rose. Draw, standby main. Gonna leave that on, toggle on. We'll go goblin, draw one. Into Fua, res, nothing. We'll go engage. I'm gonna get drones. Just gonna try and cleanly climb into a so if I go Kagariad back, special. I think honestly at this point I just want to special the rose just to get it out and to um, turn these into a zero directly. Because then I get the draw off the engage. Because I have 3 spells. And then if they interact with it, I have the thrust. But again, I don't have a thrust target, so the rumor might get put back in the deck. We'll take the red engage. And I really want to just add Lemnis with this. Just a fantastic card, really. Yeah, we'll take the Lemnis gate. Because this has a bounce, so we'll draw a card. Get the Hamp, okay. And yeah, I think we'll just set 2 there and pass. But of course, we want to use the Widow first to negate and take. Then we want to use the zero effect. Then we want to use Lemnis to put back the zero so that we can reuse it. So ideally, we want to use the Lemnis last here. And we're again against Radiant Typhoon. All right. I will let the Ascension go. Chaining Fall and the Virtuous target 0. Yeah, targeting 0. So I will chain the 0. At resolution, I will pop the Rose, keeping the Ray. Hmm. That seems fine. Pop the Rose, keeping the Ray, and then Ray, we go for a play with our Ray here. So there's Ray and Rose. Resolution, pop the Rose so that we can clear our main monster zone. So we liven our Widow. Lemnis is quite unique amongst the striker spells because you can use it even if you control main monster zone monsters. MST, please hit the right thing here. Okay, that's funny. Well, then potentially I want to then make Amatsu here. But May as well let that go. Another MST. Okay. Well, yes, I would like to use the Lemnis then. Because I would like to put these back. And I'd also like to recycle these two. Let's keep an engaging graveyard for follow-up. Let's see if my opponent can beat me through this. If I return the Ray to hand, he has a clear path to OTK me, but I can drop Fua. I don't think that's... yeah, let's return my Widow. Just to stop, like, it getting popped. May as well. I'd rather have it in hand. That's all right. I just love Lemnis Gate. It's quite a deceptively good card. There's just occasional... That was all in draw phase. Just occasional things you can do with your Lemnis Gate. Like that. Like dodging a pop on your spell card that can sometimes be good. Magala. Okay, Swen. Uh-huh. I feel like at this point I want to just tag out the Ray into a Matsu or Kagari. Because I can also then chain the Fua. If they want to OTK, they're going to have to do an extra deck summon, which is going to give me advantage. I've already used the 0. Amatsu or Kagari seems sensible here. Honestly, I think it's probably just Kagari. Yeah, if they get through it, it is what it is. I'm gonna Kagari add back the engaged probably. I'd like to add back the Lemnis Gate, to be fair. I'll add back the Lemnis Gate. It might be useful. I mean, I could do both, can't I? I can add back the engaged, chain the Lemnis Gate, and make the Amatsu. Why don't we do that? Yeah, let's get the negate. So I will go Kagari target engage, chain Lemnis to turn this into an Amatsu. And then I have the pseudo negate. So I can get back my Ray. And it might just disrupt them enough that I can win. Chant. Sure. So chant effect to search. Is this at 1 in Master Duel now? No, it's still at 3. Get the Eldon. Lemnis. Gonna turn this into Amatsu for our pseudo negate. And then Kag is gonna add back engage for follow-up. Hopefully we get there. Let's see. And Crusea. Okay. I absolutely think it's worth stopping that Crusea. Main deck Vararoon is our mortal enemy. We hate this card. Nibiru when? No, I just need to go Ray affecting Grave Summon back in defense and just try to survive. They're gonna have to make a big push into this full loss to win the game here. That's what I'm relying on. How have we traded so far? Well, we've traded for a Fallen. We traded with these two cards in hand. They did get the Crusade to resolve, so it gives them a lot of advantage. We're going for a... I assume this is Vararoon. Okay. Draw. I wonder if I can get through this board if they now just try to set up a board. I have to remember that this can't be destroyed by battle while I control no spell traps. So even if the thrust bricks in hand, I need to set it before I go battle phase so that I can kill the Crusade. So they set. They added another Crusade. They're going to pop this. That's going to trigger the Vararoon to set the trap. To place the trap. And it's also going to trigger the main deck Vararoon to summon back. What's the artwork on this? Okay. It does look kind of like the Link, doesn't it? So we're summoning out the Phonics and the Vararoon. That thing's got 3,000 attack. Can anything attack twice? Okay, I think here they shuffle this and then that looks like enough damage. So, yeah, they're gaining attack. If they can get rid of my Ray, that might be just enough damage. Yeah, with the Crusade, that's enough damage, yes. Yeah, and that's gonna push my Ray to Spell Trap. That is game over. Okay, you hate to see it. A little bit unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah, we go next. Let's keep it going. That was really well played by the Radiant player, to be fair. No complaints. That was just well played, to be fair. Mm-hmm. Nice to have the Ash for whatever they have in draw phase. I think perhaps when I have Ray here, I should probably be taking Widow. Cag for engage. Get impermed on that. Okay. Yeah. Go normal Ray. Go 0. Get another engage from deck. I mean, fine to do that, right? Shizuku is also a card that you could make there. But then if we go Shizuku, we don't have the Widow set up. So I think I would rather go 0. 0 effect here. Wait, another interaction. There's a Veiler. Okay. We'll pass on that. KTS. I would like to ash that, my good friend. Ash does feel quite it's okay. It's just never stopping a Cool Toon player, you know? It feels strong on Cool Toon Synchro, but yeah, I mean, you know, there's loads of punishes for it. And draw two. Sure. Rotary effect. Rotary reveal Q. Fantastic. Sure. I'm gonna go for everything. I'm gonna go activate 0. Then I'm gonna go Fua. Then I'm gonna go Max C. Yeah. Defense, defense, effect, res, pop that. And we're gonna get 2 draws. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna immediately go for Rei into Imatsu here. I'm not very interested in adding back this Engage or Hornet Drones. So we get the mix into the queue. They absolutely have to play into my Fua and Maxi here. I just wish I was playing something like Nibiru so that I could actually, yeah, survive this turn. So we're going to pop the Amatsu. And then I'm going to go Effective Ray in a new chain to summon. Yeah. I really do think that Nibiru is not a terrible call in this deck at the moment. Purely because of this, like, you can put your opponent under Fua when they're trying to play into you. Okay, fantastic. So the Maxi and the Fua actually saved us here. Hopefully we win this one. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, that's good. But I would have felt a little bit safer if I had a Nibiru there. But without kind of like compromising the integrity of the rest of the deck, if that makes any kind of sense. So let's just see if there's any 2 slots that I think could be Nibiru. Probably the Droplet, to be fair. I'm going to try and squeeze in 2 nibs. I think I would cut 1 thrust and 1 droplet. And then when it's there, it's there. And when it's not, it's not. But just for, you know, for those situations. I do love Nibiru as a card. Yeah. I'm playing on my Nibiru playmat at the moment. So yeah, I love the card. It's great. It's not ideal in this format, but it's a cool card. That's one thing I do find when I'm playing Sky Striker. Like when I'm getting draws from engage, I want the draws to be hand traps, especially when I'm setting up a board for going first. And people just aren't respecting the Biru. So if you can squeeze it into your list without it damaging your list, then I think it's pretty good. There are just niche circumstances where I feel like it's actually decent. So he's sending an Umi to summon a level 4, summon a water. Yes, we're gonna summon Maiden of Aqua and pass. Okay. Right. Well, let's try and beat this. So we get the Hamp, draw phase, and we have the Shark Cannon. So we are going to go draw phase Vision to draw and discard. See if they negate with Electric Jellyfish here. Yep. I do quite like starting my combos with drones to try and kind of force my opponent to deal with them. Um, Widow to negate and take seems kind of pointless here. Um, yeah, let's just make a 0 and see where we get to. Gonna 0, get an engage, get a linkage. Yeah, I'm absolutely using the 0 effect here. Get an engage, 3 spells engrave. We'll engage again. I think I'm going for linkage here. Yeah. Draw a card. Lemnis, fantastic. Mm-hmm. I'll give you a Hamp. I'm going to tribute this. Just in case this trap card also relies on Umi. I'm going to normal Ray. I'm going to link the Ray into Hayate. That was totally pointless. Oh well, let's go. So I'm going to go attack directly with this. Yeah, I think when I already have Ray, I probably shouldn't be taking Hornet drones. I should probably take another option. Something like Widow. just so I don't clog on multiples. I think it's still worth having the Hornet drones in the deck, but I just think I keep making my hands a bit cloggy if I already have Ray and adding drones instead. Opponent is thinking on this one. So we do have a trap. Change its attack to 0, negates effects, can't change battle position. Sounds good. I'll attack. I cannot. Oh, its effects are negated. Okay, yeah, why don't I crash it then? That's probably the best idea, just to clean my main monster zones up after making that misplay. Uh-huh. Sure. Kairushin. Okay. Yeah, activate but negated. Now I have a double. Uh, that will be fine. I can have a double bounce here. Let's go for that. Let's go Lemnis. Let's put back everything. A little bit awkward, but oh well. I'll have back my hamp, and you can have that back. Slows you down at least. And then I'll attack. I've already used Kagari. I'll go main 2. I'll just play slow. Take my time with it. Set. Pass. I have draw to slow them down potentially. I'm hoping to tag out into this. Kagari add back the Lemnis. Battle phase, end of battle phase evenly, really? Wow. Yeah, I'd like to go Lemnis. Sending the 0, summon Kagari. Kagari add back the Lemnis. And I'll just banish the Shark Cannon. At least I have the Hamp here, so I'm gonna banish this, keep the Kagari. I don't really mind losing the Shark Cannon. I'll activate the Kagari. Really want this Lemnis Gate back. I'm not chaining it. So then I can hopefully get back my 0 and just keep playing the game. So this is going to be the Kairushin, which is like a floodgate. I don't know what that card does. Sea Stealth 2. Uh-huh. To be honest, I don't think they're going to draw again, but I'll just draw them. I learned my lesson from earlier. So hopefully I can get rid of this. And then battle phase attack over this. And then just win the game. Give you Hamp over this. link into Hayate here. Now let's just see if this does anything. Someone's in defense at start of battle. I'll attempt to go battle phase. At start of battle phase, they activate Umi. Yep. Summon this back. No, I'd like to attack this. I'll activate Hayate in damage calc. After damage calc, I'm going to send an engage. And then I will go main 2, Kagari, add back the engage, and then activate the engage. That's destroyed at end of battle. That's useful. So I'm going to go Kagari. Kagari, add back the engage. And engage again. And then I need to use the Lemnis. I really need to keep cycling this Lemnis so that I have more grind than my opponent. So we're going to go engage. Get ashed on the engage. Okay, that's fine. No problem. I will activate Lemnis. Put back my 0. And engage. We will link into Shizuku. Switch our toggle to on. Set our droplet. Go end phase. End phase effective Shizuku. To add linkage, we have one more copy. And then I'm going to go linkage for 0. And this should hopefully secure the win here. Playing patiently here really paid off, I think. So 0 is going to get us... I'd like to add back Lemnis, honestly. Yeah. And I'll just pass turn on that. So the Hamp is hopefully going to out his back row card. It has to be destroyed by battle. Okay. So maybe we can facilitate that. We have 50 seconds on the clock, so I have to think kind of fast. Battle phase again. Okay, fantastic. That only summons in... Yeah, okay. So I will chain the 0 because I want to pop this card. Yep. Resolve. I'm going to summon Ray and Rose in attack. Might have to do some damage step shenanigans here. Because they might now try to just attack with the Hamp. Yeah. And then I'm going to wait. Before damage calc, I'll droplet, send the Rose, halve the Hamp. I was actually tempting to just leave it because then they don't really achieve anything and I can just let them escape, bounce it back again, but I want to go now for my Ray OTK. All right, let's see if we can do this. Draw standby main. have to put back the 0 in the linkage here. So I'll start with Lemnis, just so I don't mess up. Put back the 0. Put back the linkage. Even so, I think this is tough because I have the... both my Kagaris are in grave. So we'll attack. I'll go effects. I'm going to tag out for 0. I'm going to go effective 0 to add linkage. The only remaining copy, which I think is in my deck. Yeah, first one got banished off of evenly. I'll attack with 0. And then after attacking, I'll go linkage, send the 0. And then hopefully Amatsu gets boosted attack here. I think it's 25. Yeah, nice. There we go. Clean. That was a bit better. That was really a test of patience against a water deck, of all things. Okay. Rank up game. You hate to see it. We play MST. We play Vision. Let's see. This isn't massive. You know? I think I'm gonna have to make Exciton. But I will control the same number of cards as my opponent. So this requires more total cards in hand or field. And I'll be on 5 and they'll be on 5. So I won't be able to Exciton. But I can deal a lot of damage. Oh yeah. Okay, I see a vision here. But this is gonna banish my Rose though. Let's hold it. Let's go battle. Let's just see what we can do. We have more rays, so we absolutely can tribute this one to get playable. Am I gonna get my only 0 banished here? I don't really want to. I think I'd rather just put my Shizuku. Let's just do that. Let's go main 2. Let's set 1, set 2. Play old school. There's nothing good to make, right? Yeah. Let's go end phase, resolve the Shizuku, get an ad for follow-up. Shall we just add an engage? Yeah. Okay. We don't really need the 0 pop. Nice. They bricked at least. Ah, I got worried there. I saw the DeFi and I got worried, but no, we're all right. Okay, there we go. So, DLV16, very nice. Little break, and then I'll queue up for some more. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, we'll take a little break here. Thank you so much for watching, and queue up for some more games. I'm gonna just receive all my rewards and then take a little break. Maybe get a cup of tea to help me get through the games. Lots of gems coming through, which is fantastic. We may get that last Fallen and Virtuous soon. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and support me. And we'll see if we can get our DLV max.